Lim. I want to ask the first question of today, which is about ASEAN integration. Why it is important in this region?
Okay, the world is getting more complex. In a sense that you see all over you see the landscape has been changing, especially the geopolitical climate. What is happening now is that ASEAN has even more important role today than when it was being founded. Initially, I think when it was being founded, founding Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, has the vision that the ASEAN countries should come together as a bloc so that we have more negotiating powers, especially against the backdrop of the Cold War. But now, it's a completely changed picture. ASEAN has grew from 5 member states to 10 member states, have enlarged. And if you look at ASEAN today has 600 million population, a population that is still growing. And then if you look, the world now is more polarized in the blocks, being the Chinese as one big bloc, the Indian continent as one big bloc, the whole European Union as well as the American continent. Trade itself, we are always pushing for free trade. Unfortunately, trade blocks were formed. So now you can see the North American trade group. You can see the European Union itself from a trade group as well. What we need to do now is that as individual countries, if we exist alone, we will not succeed. So ASEAN Economic Community becomes even more important. We need to negotiate with the big powers as a bloc, as a group. That is our best chance for survival as well.
But what is Singapore doing in order to integrate all countries to focus on that one goal?
Okay. Singapore has quite a pivotal, quite important role. Being small, I think is beautiful in the sense that Singapore, with our telecommunications, with Singapore's leverage on Singapore's reputation, as a center for business, as a center for negotiation, Singapore can play a very important role to bring all ASEAN members together. In a sense.
And any significant policy or awareness creation or any form of effort that Singapore is currently doing?
If you look at year after year, when we talk about budget debate, we talk about foreign affairs, our Singapore foreign affairs policies is quite clear cut. ASEAN is one of the top agenda, in the sense that we are always trying our best to make sure that all the ASEAN related meetings goes as planned. I think like today's event, when you see it, although yes, it is a simple ASEAN youth leader camp, gathering itself. As a member of parliament, I feel very proud, that the country should continue to hold such events. It brings the youths of today, which is the leaders of tomorrow, together, for a brighter future for ASEAN. Yes, we have a lot of differences, but we do have a lot of similarity. So when you see all of them, they are maybe in different uniforms just now. When they start to sing and dance, they come together as one. I think that is the beautiful part about ASEAN.
That's true. Yeah. But finally, the future of ASEAN, especially ASEAN post 2020, what do you foresee happenings in this region?
Okay. I'm not a fortune teller, but what I can say is that ASEAN has huge potential. In a world that we are going forward towards very limited resources. Population is starting to shift. China population will start to age. Japan population starting to age already. But ASEAN is still youthful. We still have a lot to tap upon. We have a huge population base. Middle class income is rising. So I see a lot of hope. I see a lot of optimism in the new ASEAN, especially post 2020. Resources wise, we still have the land resources as well as sea resources. I think key thing for us is let's conserve the resources to make sure that our next and future generations, still have all these resources to share.
With that, thank you.